Kreature Lagaf, South Bronx Demon, the only motherfucker you gonna catch with girls on leashes, showcasing BDSM, and Trinity drenched in fucking blood. The only motherfucker you gonna see like that, I promise you. I'm a Puerto Rican kid from the South Bronx, from Prospect, that grew up struggling, that just been into different demographics and different type of music. You feel me? I come from the metal scene, and me right now, I'm mixing the metal with the trap. You feel me? So it's like screams over like 808s and trap beats with goth elements into it. And me starting off, I was like, how can I be authentically myself with this? I had to incorporate all of this into it when I came into like the rap and the trap game, you know? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to bring a different vision and a different type of sound and a different genre out of the Bronx worldwide, you know? So Kreature, that's a good ass question. So when I was young, like I used to skateboard, and there was a skateboard company called Kreature Skateboards. And I only really used to skate those type of skateboards. So Kreature Lagaf, so love, like I'm Puerto Rican, you feel me? So Lagafica, you know, that's what that comes from. That's why I decided to call myself Lagaf, you know? But the Kreature comes from me skating a whole bunch of Kreature skateboards. One time, my friend was like, and then the way I acted, he's just like, yo, you remind me of a Kreature. And when I started making music, I was like, yo, it's a perfect fucking name, you know, and it's different. It's hella different. So I added all of those together, and yeah, that's me. That's interesting. Alright, so I drew inspiration from everywhere because I was into all different types of music. So at the same time, I was into like Alice Cooper, Manson, or like even like metalcore, because I come from a deathcore band. So like I was into shit like Whitechapel, Suicide Silence. I was also into like A$AP Rocky and shit like that, and like, you know, yeah, things of that nature. So I decided to incorporate all of that, and yeah, bro, that's really what it is. I'm into a different demographic of music and different types of shit, different types of style, and that's why I am the way I am. So what makes me me is not caring, not giving a fuck, unauthentically being myself. You know, whether it means I gotta come up drenched in blood and people are gonna be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, people are not gonna understand it yet, it's art. You know, that's really what it comes from. And incorporating what I enjoy, like BDSM, I have a blood fetish, I'm into metal music, I'm into the goth aesthetics and the goth music and the dark wave music, incorporating all of that into this. That's what makes me me, you know? So, yeah. I'm also an occultist, like I also practice magic, you feel me? And like I'm gonna be unapologetic about that shit too. So in my music, I talk about that because this is in our ancestry, this is in our blood. You know, we've been taught to think and do otherwise. It's not bad as long as you don't use it for bad. You can use the hammer to nail Jesus to the cross, or you can use it to build a building. You get what I'm trying to say? It's all about how you use that power and how you use what we meant to harness. You feel me? So I incorporate that into my music. So it's not just me talking about, you know, I come from the struggle, I come from the trenches. Anybody could fucking talk about that shit. Anybody could talk. We all come from the trenches. I was born a block away from Fat Joe. We all come from that shit. But it's like, how can you set yourself apart? What makes you different? You know, so I talk about that. I talk about magic. I talk about me being a metal kid in the Bronx. You know, all of that is incorporated into me. Me, I work through how I feel. All my emotions are into my music. I could be one day feeling like shit, feeling depressed, one day happy, outgoing, but all of that is gonna correlate into my music. Whether it be me mad down, I'm gonna incorporate that in my music. I never stop working, you know, and I feel like that's important, not to like try to have a set image. If you're trying to go for a certain image, that's cool. But if you're trying to like be real and raw with your audience and connect to your audience, I feel like every part of you needs to be into the music that you make, you know, and into whatever you're doing, you know. I want people to understand that it's okay to be different and still do what you love, you know, and still incorporate everything that you want to do into what you love. And just say fuck it, you know. There's always gonna be people that judge. There's always gonna be people that that think certain type of ways about what you're doing, and that's not gonna understand at first, but it's about pushing, breaking through those barriers and those walls, and just keep going, you know, and never stop, you know. Don't let anybody, because they didn't follow their dream, don't let that shit stop you from following your dream. Don't let that shit stop you from doing what you want to do, you know. Even Rick Rubin said it, the shit that's revolutionary is shit that's different, shit that's the next level. Like, we in fucking 2021, what's the shit that's going on for 2024, 2025, you know? So I feel like it's also catering to that and understanding that, you know? Yeah, like take that from me, that's one thing, you know? Yo, so the song Shedding is about me going through a crazy ass heartbreak and realizing, and not only just a crazy heartbreak, but realizing the certain person that I was with, that the frequencies that they on is not the frequencies that I'm on and where I want to go, you know? And I put all of me into that, and it wasn't reciprocated. So I had to move on and make that work with my art. See, that's a beautiful thing, you know, because I don't decide to isolate. Like, I do isolate sometimes, but like, I learned all of those feelings that you're feeling while you're isolating, you can make it work into your music. So that's how Shedding came to existence. I'm about to release a project called Total Reggie, so that means creatures in Hebrew, and it has 4 powerful gems that's about to be distributed through the whole fucking world on all streaming platforms. There's gonna be 3 videos that's gonna be out for it. And my idea with this project was, because Total Reggie comes from the book The Geosha, you know, and that's a magic book. So I wanted to heavily showcase what I'm into occult-wise, aside from the music that I make. So this project was heavily influenced by the magic that I practice, and yeah, and who I am. Kreature on all platforms, Spotify, Apple, Tidal. My Instagram, Kreature Lagaf. You can find me, Kreature Lagaf, with 3 H's at the end. You feel me? So you can find me there. That's my tag. We fucking shit up and we bring in a different fucking sound and genre out of the Bronx, I promise you. I want to give a shout out to my band, Alexander Mercier, fucking 7, Young Keys. I want to give a shout out to Pink Tacos, my bros, Bronx native, Tag Up Music, and just be on the lookout, because something different is coming out of the Bronx, and I promise you it's gonna make an impact. I can't get you out of my head.